10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities, right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes, of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The CASHFX group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this CASHFX group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the CASHFX group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your CASHFX historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The CASHFX group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly, recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
Welcome everyone, and good day to you all. Welcome back to our CASHFX group opportunity call. I am your host, Sheldon Shirley, and I'll be taking you through our presentation today. Trust and hope that you had a wonderful day. We are in a new year and a new month. and all the more reason for us to have a new opportunity to put ourselves in a better position for a good future. All right, so definitely thank you all for being on. I trust and hope you have your notepads, your pens, and we are ready to take some note and learn more about this awesome opportunity. I guarantee you your time here will not be wasted. All right, so come with me and let's journey together through this presentation. Although we are out of the month of January, I still want to go ahead and wish you a happy CASHFX New Year. All right, so let's just get right into the meat of the matter this evening as we take the opportunity Monday through Friday to share this with you, because we know the value that lies within it, and we know that you will recognize the same as we go through. All right, so let's get right into it, shall we? There are a few things I want you to remember as we go along in our presentation. First and foremost, there are no referrals needed. That is strictly optional. All right, so this is not one of those two to bring two opportunities. All right. Secondly, there are no monthly fees, no monthly subscriptions, one-time purchase, and you're good to go. Thirdly, we have no mandatory meetings. These are just for educational purposes so that we can educate persons about this wonderful opportunity. And last but not least, let the pros trade for you. Yes, we are involved in the Forex market, but you don't do any trading for yourself. We have professionals doing that for us. That's awesome news. All right. So you're about to find out that success in the Forex market never been so easy. It's literally just a few clicks away. Let me introduce you to two trending industries that we are involved in here with the CASHFX group. First of which is e-learning. All right. Everybody knows about learning online these days, especially. So CASHFX has definitely taken the opportunity to capitalize on that. And of course, there's also e-earning. Now, we know the various markets that are out there, but none of them tops the Forex market. That's a $5.3 trillion per day market. All right, most liquid, recession-proof. All right, so that's where the banks go and they make their money, the hedge fund managers. So CASHFX has found a way to allow you and I, the regular jugglers, to get our cut or to take our share of this $5.3 trillion. All right, so it makes sense, definitely. So let's talk some more about the company. One of the things I like about them the most, their core values. We're talking about transparency, honesty, and respect for all members. I love the fact that every month end there is a grand event or a call where all the members can come on and they can hear about what's going on in the company. What are the challenges? How are these challenges going to be dealt with? What are the plans for the future? And that creates a level of trust for the members, and they form that good relationship between the leadership and the regular members of this company. So we definitely like that. All right, of course, their purpose is to, through their proprietary trading, to allow us to be successful in the foreign exchange space, as well as to give us the opportunity to learn to do so on our own if we so desire. The other thing about this company is that they would have hired the necessary professionals to get the job done. Whatever needs to be looked into, whether it be network marketing or the financial markets, the educational aspect, they would have gone out and got the necessary professionals for that. Who is responsible for this? Well, our founders, Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Oscar Lopez, is, of course, is a successful entrepreneur. He's been successful in the crypto space. He has experience in engineering. I know Edwin Abad is the VP of trading. He heads up the trading team. He loves trading. All right. He has 25 years of experience. All right. So with that, he's more than qualified to lead the charge. So these two guys would have come together, recognized that they need to be able to, you know, be a part of something that works for everyone. And so they would have come together and formed the CASHFX group, which we're now stepping into year number 3. All right. So this is not a fly-by-night company. It's a global company with over 300,000 members worldwide. Okay. Of course, they are registered over there in Panama City. Right. So you can go ahead and check that out. As a matter of fact, there was a grand headquarters ceremony opening, rather, that was held in September of last year. And this year and this month in particular, we all have the privilege to book our appointments to go and check the space out for ourselves. So I'm going to show you a photograph of some of my business partners who would have taken that trip and would have gone there in person just last week. All right. So definitely we know, friends, that this thing is for real. All right. This is not something that is fictitious, or we're not trying to dupe you or anything like that. All right. This is legit. So now we have gotten that out of the way, then the next thing for us to cover is how do we become a part of the CASHFX group? Well, there are 15 contracts or 15 types of contracts that one can purchase. And we have broken that down into 3 categories. First of which is what we call the elemental plans. These start from 300 all the way to 3,000. At this point, just as we spoke earlier about e-learning, this is where it's at. You have the opportunity to learn to trade for yourself if you so desire. So you get the basic education in the elemental plans. The advanced plans go from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. As it suggests, here you get advanced education about the Forex space. And of course, the supreme plans, which go from 30,000 all the way to 100,000, which is our highest contract, or what we like to call the gold standard, pun intended, because it is the golden standard everybody wants to make their goal. Get it? All right. So definitely, you purchase any one of these 15 contracts, and you are well on your way to be earning with the CASHFX group. Yes, I said earning. All right. So your question now is, how do I earn, Sheldon? Well, that's a good question. Let me help you to answer that question. All right. So we're going to look at our rewards plan. The first way you earn is what we call bare capital. Now, this is a passive participation through the purchase of your contract. So you purchase a contract. Within 72 hours, the traders go to work for you, and you see your returns every weekend. Yes, that's it. As a matter of fact, there is a bonus that comes along with this that you can also participate in, which is called a force matrix bonus. So boom, you're earning 2 ways just by purchasing a contract. That is awesome. I know. Okay. The other side of the business, of course, we call it bull capital. Now, this is where networking comes in. This is where sharing the opportunity with others come in, if that's your cup of tea. All right. Remember, this section is strictly optional. So if you share the opportunity with just one person and they come on board, well, you open up yourself to receive the various bonuses that come along with it. We're talking about faster bonuses, unilevel bonuses, matching matrix bonuses, leadership rank bonuses, and all those bonuses. And that allows you to excel or to grow even faster as you share the opportunity with others. And even so, as you share, you have the opportunity to rank up in levels as well. All right. So let me just take this time out now to break down the contract for you. So if we purchase a $1,000 contract, that's a good place to start. Let's look at the bear side. So 70% of that purchase goes to your trading account. All right. So $700 in this case goes into your trading account, and the brokers or the traders start trading for you. This broker that the money is placed in, of course, is a regulated broker. And because of that, your money is insured, and peradventure, anything should happen, that comes back to you. But though it is 70% of your contract that is being traded, the promise of the company is to take that contract you purchased to 200%. So you purchase a contract, your balance is at 0, and that contract generates $2,000 for you, hence 200% or 2x. Get it? The remaining 30% goes to the bull capital side, right? Here is where you get your academy products. Remember, we talked about that e-learning. Again, it comes with your contract. You don't have to use it, but that's the product that the company offers, right? Along with this, this also pays out the bonuses for persons who are sharing the opportunity. Okay, so 50% of that goes to the person who would have invited you in, and that is called fast start bonus. And then the remaining 50% goes into what we call a uni-level bonus, and that is shared up among the other persons within that particular network. Let me add that this is not a one-time bonus. All right, as long as the person stays in the company and upgrades their contract, every time they make that upgrade, you get this bonus all over again. That's good. And this particular part also goes to 200%. So with this one contract purchase, you have the opportunity to earn 400%. That's amazing. All right. So let's talk about your options if you allow your contract to go to 2x. So if you allow your contract to go to 2x, what happens is that you can go ahead and just withdraw your money, because that's all that's left to do if you allow your contract to go 2x, right? So you can go ahead, withdraw, 20% fee, 20% withdrawal fee is taken out, and you are left with $1,600. All right, don't be alarmed. I'll tell you exactly what happens to that 20%. So you are now left with $1,600. So you can just walk away, and that's it. Got back your $1,000, made $600 profit. That's good business. That's option one. Option number two is if you withdraw your money, 20% comes out again, you're left with $1,600, pocket $600, repurchase the $1,000 contract, and you are getting that wheel spinning again. A lot of persons like to do that because they want to see that they can put their hands on the money. All right, and that's okay. But my favorite option is option number 3. If you don't allow your contract to go 2x, and as soon as you have enough in your balance to upgrade to a higher contract, go ahead and do that. And in that way, you are now participating in the compounding effect. All right. So if you know anything about compounding interest, you know that's one of the best ways to accumulate wealth. All right. So let me show you what that looks like on our roadmap to $100,000. Now, let me start out by saying this is a 5% per week projection. All right. Since the year has started, we have really been seeing an average of 3%. All right. So the timelines may differ. If the percentage remained where they are currently, then it's going to take a longer time to get to our goal. But if they get back to our 5%, which I'm anticipating, then we are good. And if it goes over, then we'll get there faster and we're still good. But either way, you're good to go. All right. So what happens here is that you can start at the $300 contract and you can work your way all the way to the $100,000 contract. And that's amazing. All right. That is good to know. All right. So within a time period of say 5 to 7 years, depending on how you treat your contract, you can get to that $100,000 contract passively. All right. Keep that in mind. So here's how this works. You start with a $300 contract. So $210 is being traded for you because that's 70% of that contract, right? Within 24 weeks at $10.50 per week, you'll have $250 in your balance. And that now allows you to upgrade to the $500 contract. So that $50 comes out and the $200 goes on your $300 and you're now upgraded. Notice now you are now earning $17.50 instead of $10.50. All right, because your contract is now larger. So you would have taken your profits, put it on your purchase, and now you have a bigger contract working with. Same thing happens. 36 weeks time, you have $625 in your balance. You can now go ahead and upgrade to the 1,000, and boom, you're now making $35 a week instead of $17.50. Again, the power of compounding, my friends. Okay, so let me take the time out to say, if you start at the 300, you will have to allow your 500 contract to go to 2x and then renew it, and then you can go on your way because of our percentage carryovers. All right, if you don't understand that clearly, well, ask the person who would have invited you on this call to give you all the options that are available to you. All right, so let's go on to that 20% withdrawal that we were speaking about earlier, right? So what happens here is, once you join the company, you fall into what we call the force matrix 3 by 10. All right. So you either fall beside someone or you fall beneath someone. So how this works is that people will continue to come in, whether you bring them in or not. Other persons are sharing this marvelous opportunity. So eventually somebody is going to fall beneath you. When that person makes a withdrawal, that 20% fee that I was talking about earlier, it doesn't go to the company, it goes to the members in the company. All right. And so when they made that withdrawal, that 20% is shared up among all the persons above them in that particular network. So again, you are benefiting from this aspect. Why is the system designed this way? Because it is one of the ways that the system sustains itself. All right. So with sustainability, it provides longevity, and you definitely want those two words to be coming together. All right. So that's what this company is all about: longevity, sustainability. And that is why we have such a high retention rate of our members. People hardly leave CASHFX once they join because of how marvelous the system works. All right. So let's talk about the next bonus, which is the unilevel bonus. So whilst for the force matrix, everybody benefits from that particular bonus, here you have to be sharing the opportunity in order for you to benefit from this particular bonus. All right. So what this is that once you come into the company, you have access to 4 levels deep. All right. And you will earn 10% in unilevel bonus on each. How that works is, let's say I invite you into the company, right? You join, you fall on my level 1. I get a fast start bonus, and I also get a unilevel bonus because now I would have started building my unilevel team, right? So I get that 50% and an additional 10% of the remaining 50% from that 30% that goes to our bonuses, all right, which we looked at earlier. How that works also is that when you now come and see how wonderful this opportunity is, and you invite your girlfriend, she falls on my level 2. I get 10% again of that. When your girlfriend invites her best friend, she falls on my level 3. I still get 10% of that. When that best friend invites her boyfriend, well, he falls on my level 4. I still get 10%. When that boyfriend invites his mother, well, she falls on my level 5. I get no bonuses, right? In order for me to now unlock levels 5 and 6, my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period, and I rank up to executive and now unlock levels 5 and 6, where I'm now earning 20% in unilevel bonuses. That's amazing, right? So now I have opened up a 50% earning potential, right? And it goes on and on. If I want to unlock levels 7 and 8, then my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. And then I'd have to make sure that 2 members of my team become executives, all right? So we have to build each other up, and then I get to be a manager, and then those levels open up. Same thing for unlocking level 9, I have to become a director. My team and I have to perform a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. I have to create 2 managers in my team, and then boom, I'm on my way up again. All right, and that process continues all the way to level 10, 11 through to infinity, which is president, ambassador, and global ambassador. At this point, I am now able to earn from everyone within my organization. Awesome stuff. I know, right? Again, the wonderful thing about this opportunity is that it encourages us to work together. Your team is successful, you will be successful. If you are successful, then your team becomes successful. It's a win-win situation for everybody. And this is where you had that walk away money. So that is why we encourage persons to share the opportunity. All right. It is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. All right. However, that is strictly optional. All right. Strictly optional. So whilst you're sharing the opportunity, the company also recognizes that and seeks to reward you for it. So if you make the rank of executive, you have an iPad, or you can claim the cash prize in Bitcoin of $675. Cool, nice. If you get to manager, there is a Rolex watch, or you can claim the cash prize of $7,500. When you get to director, there's an all expenses paid trip for two, or you can claim the cash prize of $11,250. If you get to president, then there's a Porsche or 75,000 US dollars for you to claim. All right, 75,000 US dollars worth in Bitcoin. Or if you get to ambassador, there is a Ferrari, or there is $150,000 worth of Bitcoin for you to receive. If you get to global ambassador, there is a Lamborghini and 350,000 worth in Bitcoin for you to claim. All right, so that is just awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, I mean, that's all good and dandy as well, but I like to remind people that the reason I personally got involved in this business was because of the numbers that I saw. Now, let me tell you something about the numbers. When you tabulate the numbers, they have a story to tell. Are you being consistent? Is this thing working? All right, because the numbers never lie. So let me share those numbers with you. So for the past week, we saw a 4.12% in returns. All right. So that week pretty much closed things off for us, which led us to a 15.88% for the month of January. All right. Now just look at these results and think with me for a minute. Think with me here. Which opportunity is out there that you can put as small as $300 in one time, and at the end of a full week, you see $8 profit? I thought so. All right. If you put that money in the bank, that's not going to happen. All right. And at 4%, some people are lucky if they see that for the year, let alone for a week. I'm telling you, it makes a lot of sense. Same thing. When you look at that in the month, you cannot put $300 in the bank right now and at the end of the month, go back and see $33 in profit. I guarantee that's not going to happen. But I tell you what will happen. You're not going back to see $300 either. All right. You're going to see less than $300 because they're going to take their fees out and then they're going to give you 0.0001% in profit. Yeah, you do the maths on that. I won't waste my time. Right. So if those numbers don't get you, well, let's look at the past 2 years. In 2020, we saw a 329.54% in returns. Right? Think about that. That's the year when the pandemic hit us and everything was just going downhill. The economy was bad. Businesses were closing down. People were losing their jobs. CASHFX was giving results. It's awesome stuff. Just last year, we saw 254.74% in returns. Come on, talk to me. Look at those numbers. If that's not consistency, I don't know what consistency is. With the exception of December, just look at those numbers. And of course, in December, as we know, we have the holiday periods where volume is low and persons are just, relaxing. And, we have a few holidays here and there. And so the traders decided, let's not take any unnecessary risk because we have our customers' money to protect. Hence the low number in terms of returns. And we can see that coincide on both in both years, right? But anyway, the only question you should be asking me right now, because again, the numbers don't lie. Sheldon, how do I get started? I'm glad you asked. I thought you would never ask. Acquire Bitcoin, my friends. Acquire Bitcoin. If you don't know what Bitcoin is, well, let me tell you why the company would have chosen Bitcoin as a method of payment. Well, first of all, Bitcoin is a digital asset, computer-generated money, right? Designed for you to exchange from peer to peer without the intervention of the central banks. In other words, you're not dependent on what the central system does. So if you want to make a transaction on a Sunday, you're good to go, because on a Sunday the banks are closed. On a Saturday, most banks are closed, right? Well, with Bitcoin, you can go ahead and still make your transactions, right? So you're not dependent on them. The next best thing about Bitcoin is that there's a fixed amount. There's 21 million that can be produced and no more, right? So why is that important? You won't suffer inflation. Yes, you see what we're going through right now? All right, that's not happening with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is a great store of value. And that's why you want to get involved with it. And that's why the company would have chosen to use it as their method of payment, right? There's transparency, all right, because it's a public database. You can literally go online and check on everything, right? This is decentralized. No one person owns it. With fiat currency, the banks and the government control that. There are low fees for transfers, right? At the end of the day, Brandon, what it really means is that you get control. There is sovereignty back into your hands. You have power over your money. Bitcoin is really the money of the people. It's not the money of the government. All right. The government, of course, it can step in at any time, freeze your account. All right. You know, they make the rules in terms of, you know, interest rates and all of these things. And it's just crazy. No transparency, none of that. So that is why the company would have used Bitcoin as their method of payment. All right. So earlier we spoke about you don't need to refer anyone. Well, you have to be referred by someone. All right. In order to start up with CASHFX, someone who is already in CASHFX would have to share their referral link with you. Through that, you register and sign up. Right. So there are no apps to download. If you see one, that's a scam. Or you can't just go to Google and type in and sign up. No, you need a link, a referral link. All right. So once you get that link and you go ahead and register, let's go ahead and make a payment, and then boom, you're a part of the gang. All right. You're a part of the CASHFX group. So the next question you want to ask is, how do I get my money back? Well, that's simple. Once you put in a withdrawal request, because you would have put your Bitcoin address into the system, then they send that money to you. You can keep the Bitcoin as is. You can allow the leaders to convert it for you, or we can put you onto a global MasterCard where you can just load up your money on there, go to the ATM, go to your POS, or just do your shopping online, and you're good to go from there. All right. So here's the big question. Why do we keep sharing this opportunity? Well, because we want you to do what matters most. Spend time with your family, allow your hard-earned money to work for you. You can really have a good passive income stream, experience financial freedom, all of that good stuff, my friends. So I want you to go ahead and reach back out to the person who would have invited you on this call and share this opportunity with you, right? And allow them to give you any further explanation that you might need, because you might not get everything in one sitting. So ask them all the questions that you have, and I guarantee you they will help you out. I am definitely looking forward to seeing you on board. All right. So have yourselves a wonderful day, everyone. And thank you for being on. I am Sheldon Shirley, and I am saying peace out. God bless you until next time.